Good morning, Cypress Village residents. Welcome to Virtual Coffee Chat. This is Ty Morgan, your Executive Director, who has been absent for the last few coffee chats. Glad to be back. There's been a lot going on, both personally and work-wise, but here I am. And before we get into today's episode, I really want to thank Laurel Mundell for taking the coffee chat anchor seat for me over the period of time I've been out. Laurel, you did a great job, almost too good, but thank you for filling in. Residents, we got a lot to talk about here today. I will be back to finish it off after you see our department directors and their updates, and I look forward to seeing you.
Good morning, villagers. Ashley Miller here, your Director of Resident Services. I hope you all have had a fabulous week, and just a couple updates from the Wellness Center. Stop by anytime today between 10:30 and 12 for breakfast and BPs. Come enjoy a nice light breakfast snack, get your blood pressure taken by Patty, and of course, have a great social hour with your neighbors. And after breakfast and BPs, let's meet down in the main lobby at 12:15 to do our walk around the lake together. And join Deb on Tuesday, June 2nd, for our weekly guided meditation that will be in the Marsh Media Lounge at 1:30. And Grief Support Group with Bobby will be back on Tuesday, June 2nd as well. That will be at 3 p.m. in room A6. Guardian Pharmacy will be back in the Wellness Center on Wednesday, June 3rd from 9 till 12 p.m. and the medication cycle pickup will be for Tower A and the houses. And the Cypress Green Market will be back next Wednesday, June 3rd from 10 to 2 down in the main lobby. Come down, get some beautiful fresh fruits and produce, and use up some of those points. And lastly, our daily dose of wellness. Our wellness focus for the month of June is hydration and aging. So of course I wanted to share a couple fun hydration tips for you. Don't wait until you feel thirsty. As we age, the body's thirst signal becomes weaker. So dehydration can happen before we even notice it. Sip small amounts consistently throughout the day. You can always eat your water too. Watermelon, cucumbers, strawberries, and oranges are all very high in water content. And hydration supports much more than just thirst. It helps with joint comfort, energy levels, digestion, and of course, brain function, just to name a few. And lastly, don't forget to sprinkle a little pink Himalayan sea salt in your water before you drink it. It offers electrolyte support as well as adds mineral content that contains sodium, calcium, magnesium, and potassium that all of our bodies needs to replenish. So I love you all, stay hydrated, and I'll see you around the village.
Hi everyone, I'm Shelly DeBella. I'm the Executive Vice President of Silver Salons, your salon provider. And I just wanted to come today to just let you all know that I understand there's a lot of questions about the salon, and we just want to kind of give you a background about us in case some folks don't know who we are and what we do, and then talk about some of the things that may or may not have been troubling you about some of the things that have happened currently with the salon. So Silver Salons has been around for 9 years now. We are only operating inside senior communities. We were started by a hairstylist who has spent her entire career operating in senior living, and she has such a deep love for servicing residents inside senior communities that she actually started her own company. I've been in the industry myself for 20 years. I can't seem to get away from it. I love seniors, and so I love being in the community and seeing all of you. And so we only operate in the state of Florida, but we are in 65 locations in the state of Florida, and we're growing every single day. So as a byproduct of that, we are continuing to look at shrinking markets so that we can make sure that we're putting leadership inside key communities like Cypress Village, and make sure that not only the stylists get good representation and good support within the community, but that you all get great support and visibility to our management team within the community as well. So we have had some changes here at Cypress. Some of you may have already met our brand new area manager, who's also a stylist here. Her name is Sarah Nicholson, and she is behind the chair doing services in the main salon 3 days a week. She's the very cute little blonde that you'll see when you go in. And so hopefully if you haven't met Sarah already, that you'll stop by and say hi to her. You'll love her. And she does great hair, by the way. So, and she does have open appointments. In that, Marianne Chadwick, who many of you may know, Marianne has not gone anywhere. She still works for the company. She's just focusing on the market that's closer to her home. And so, and as we grow out the Panhandle, Marianne's going to be running out to the Panhandle. So we wanted to make sure that somebody was here on the ground more often at Cypress. So everybody that's concerned about where Marianne went, Marianne's still around. We did, however, have a couple of staff changes. And as some of you may know, people leave companies, and it's unfortunate, and I apologize to anybody whose appointments got kind of tangled up in the mess. And so we are trying to get all of that sorted out as we go through here. So if for some reason somebody has any concerns, you are more than welcome to contact me directly. I will be here actually on site the next couple of days, but I know that my email address and my phone number went out, and so please, 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 please feel free to give me a call. I'm going to give you my phone number at the end and my email address again. But the best way to get your appointment rescheduled is to call the salon. And so the salon phone number is 904-619-0999. And any of the stylists over there, we have Sarah is there 3 days a week. Shelly, who many of you know, who's been here for a very long time, she's there at least a couple of days a week. Tamika, who's brand new, does hair and nails. And then Amanda is our new nail tech as well, and she's been doing a great job. So any of those gals can make sure that they service you. I do know that some of the men are concerned about the barber. And we are looking for another barber so that we can make sure that you guys are not just coming in and seeing a cosmetologist, but that you are seeing a barber. So we'll let you all know when we have a barber back on staff again as well. But rest assured, any of the gals that are in the salon can do a great men's haircut. So nobody's getting shortchanged, I promise you. So my contact information, just as I promised, is SD as in dog, I, B as in boy, ELLA.silver@gmail.com. And my phone number, it's an Ohio number, it's area code 330-573-7699. If you email me or you call me, I promise I'll get right back to you. So hopefully you'll stop by and see me the next couple of days. I'm in the community a lot, so please feel free to come by and say hello.
Good morning, Cypress Village residents. It's Brianne from Community Life Services with a couple quick updates, and then we'll get into events for the week. We passed out the June newsletters and calendars last Friday, and we did have some alterations that we needed to make to the calendar. So I'm going to tell you them here. We've also updated the daily events on the app. And I'm also going to update the documents and email them out to all of the residents so that you have them just to reflect these changes. So a couple changes. June 12th, Friday, June 12th, bingo and live music are canceled that day. We are having a private resident event in Egert Hall. And so we will not be able to utilize that space. So bingo and live music with Tim Akins that night is canceled. On June 20th, our Father's Day celebration, the calendar is correct that the event starts at 3 p.m. The newsletter does state that it is 1 o'clock. It is going to be at 3 p.m. So that is the corrected time. And then also on June 21st is the Train Room Open House. The calendar and newsletter both say 12 p.m. The actual event time is 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. So again, all of those updates have been made in the app, as well as I'm going to send out updated newsletters and calendars to all of the residents. Okay, now let's get into events for the week. Today, after coffee chat at 11 a.m. in Egert Hall, we've got a performance from David Pedraza. He is a community favorite, so please make sure to stop by for that. At 1 p.m. in the Veterans Lobby today, we have our monthly birthday celebration, so make sure to stop by for champagne and cupcakes. At 7 p.m. in Egert Hall today, we've got live music with Rod Matthews. And then next Thursday, June 4th at 2 p.m. in Egert Hall, we've got our Jack Speaks lecture with Southeast Ortho specialists. They are going to be describing what they do and how they can benefit our community. That's all I've got for you today, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.
Good morning, everyone. This is Tyler with Dining Services. Just a few things today. First of all, our Lunch at Lakeside soft openings. You know, the reason we're doing these are so we can get the kinks worked out, figure out what we need to fix, what meals we need to change and twist a little bit, and that's what's happening. So I appreciate you all attending. I'm happy for the turnout that we're having. Look forward to next week and just learning a little bit more. But it's been pretty well received. We're getting really good notes, and it's stuff that we'll fix before we open June 8th. But I'm looking forward to it. It's been great. Next, and this will lead into kind of a two-parter. We will be going through a series of menu resets. What I mean by that is we've touched on it in our dining committee, we've touched on it in menu chats, and little by little in the dining venues, you know, within the evenings and when we touch tables. But what we're getting to is that we've got a lot of menus that involve menu items that probably belong to another venue. What I mean by that is, you know, we probably shouldn't be serving beef stew from the Loon's Nest or a chicken salad fruit plate in Lakeside. So we're going to be resetting our menus to make them make sense, and you know, when it comes to what the item is, where it fits with the atmosphere and all of that. The Lakeside menu will be the first to receive a reset, and what you can expect with that will be a little bit of a reduction in appetizers, salads, and actually overall options, but for a good reason. What we're going to do is reorganize the menu so that it includes 4 rotating items, and these will rotate every week, and 3 staples. The 3 staples being the salmon, the lobster tail, and the filet. We know that you all order those. We look at the data. The data doesn't lie, so we're doing this because the specials are what you order. Well, when these things rotate on a weekly basis and there are 4 options, you are going to essentially have 4 specials without them being specials every week. So count on that to take effect June 8th. Until then, we will not have a menu change that first Monday of June. It will be effective on June 8th, the same day we open for Lakeside Lunch. Moving from there, we'll go to the Loon's Nest, kind of reevaluate that area, and then Middleton's, we are expecting to make a substantial change to that area, probably towards the end of July into August, but from what we're touching base and what we're hearing, it's something that people feel is worth the change. So look forward to, you know, communicating more on that, but we'll do that when the time is right. So the next topic that I have will be menu chat, and this will be a menu chat kind of reset as well. What we're kind of doing is using the data that we have. We need to be kind of, well, what we need to do is present the data to you all. The feedback we receive, the, you know, KPIs, so to speak, of what we're doing and providing on a given day. And it can be the amount of what is ordered and the prices that we are ordering, you know, when we're purchasing the meals that we have or the product that we have to provide the meals that we do. It is information that I get on a weekly basis, sometimes bi-weekly, but what I'm looking to do is change menu chat to become more of a structured presentation rather than a fuss fest, let's be real. So what we will do is in the next month, I have to find a date we will set for menu chat to move to Egret Hall. In there, we will provide a series of facts and statistics that we have so that you all can understand why when the menu is changing, the prices are changing as well. It's all dependent on the market value, things like that. You know, beef is at an all-time high. We have a series of produce that just are very hard for us to get at the moment, and part of it is price, but all of it is really regarding the quantity and the healthy amount that they're able to get to us, which then results in a higher price. I'm rambling a little bit, but this is what we'll be going over in menu chat. So you all have more information, and we're just providing education so you all know why these things are going on. That's the goal of the change in menu chat. So for menu chat, we'll have more to come, a date set in stone, and look forward to making it turn into something worthwhile. Last thing, this is what this is really all about, is feedback. Comment cards, we're going to do what we can to make sure that comment cards are where they need to be so that you all can fill them out. This is by far the preferred method for submitted feedback from you all. And what we need is as much feedback as possible. We're looking at it. We get the MyField audits, surveys, and results, things like that. But a lot of it just seems to be, hey, they were great tonight. They were great tonight. And that's great. I'm happy to have that. But we want to know what wasn't. That's really what we need to know. That's what I need to know. That's what Tyler needs to know, managers, all of that. Please provide when the menu and the meal or whatever it may be has not been to your liking. Service is a big one. We know that. If you can deliver them directly to us instead of to the server or into the comment card box, and that is perfectly fine. We just want to make sure that we do get them. And that way we can act on it and figure out, the next steps. We have things that we know we need to focus on now, but this place is constantly evolving. So we want to be able to stay ahead of the curve, or hope to at least keep up. Other than that, that's all I have. I appreciate it, you all. See you again. We'll see you later today. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Teresa Lehman. I'm the Regional Food and Beverage Director for the Janus Division, and I've had the pleasure of visiting your lovely campus this week. I have been working with Tyler and the team for the last 2 years, and we have been able to collaborate on a lot of different things, and it was really exciting this week. While I was here, I got to experience Bar Bingo. I was able to join in on the UNF Day. And also, I was able to have lunch at Lakeside, which was amazing. I love, love, love the concept. I love the idea of incorporating the Mediterranean diet, Mind diet, and Blue Zone diet into a very specifically curated menu that chef has put together. I'm so excited for you to experience it. I'm excited to hear once it is rolled out fully in the next couple of weeks, what the feedback is from all of you. I know that this was well thought out, and we had a lot of resident requests for healthy options on our menu, and the team is definitely delivering. So excited for all of you to experience it. I had such a great time. I look forward to always coming back to this lovely campus. Everyone has been so welcoming. And I look forward to see you again in the upcoming months.
All right, good morning, everybody. This is Tyler Pizak, Associate Dining Director here at Cypress Village. First things first, Bar Bingo. Great prizes we had. I mean, we had big old comfy blankets. We had a therapeutic pillow. I mean, I know we're all stiff sometimes, and a nice little pillow always helps out. So one thing I want to touch on is it's going to be always on the third Tuesday of every month. I think what I'm going to try to do is push it a little bit later. So then everyone can come enjoy it, and then they just go right to Loon's Nest right after, so you don't have to keep going up and down, up and down. So I'm thinking about doing from 3:30 to 4:30. I'll make sure it's on the app. It gets basically a notification for everyone, so we have a bigger attendance. And for the people who's been coming every time, I love that. We appreciate everything. You're having fun, and you're collecting more than one prize, which is awesome. So going to Loon's Nest. This Sunday, the kitchen will be closed. So we're doing a buffet style, but we're going to do pizza. So we're going to have pizza, wings, we're going to do like a Caesar salad and cookies, and it'll be 12 points. Just so everyone's aware, it's this Sunday. It's just one of those things. Drink of the week. I'm going to do something, it's going to be a blueberry lemonade spritzer. So it's going to have your muddled blueberries, you're going to have your vodka, you're going to have lemonade, and a splash of Sprite. I think it'll be nice and refreshing, especially for summertime. And that'll be $5 as well. Middleton's, I'm working on doing with Miss Nitras is make sure the daily menus are on the app so that when you ask Alexa, hey, what's for lunch today or what's for dinner, it's going to tell you what everything is. So it's going to be much easier for everyone to know, hey, before I come down, call or whichever, you'll know what's happening. That's really about it. I don't have too much. I mean, we're excited for this lunch at Lakeside happening. I know next week I'm going to start talking about what the infused water of the week is, so that everyone has a chance. I'm hearing a lot of great things about it. I mean, who doesn't like a nice, fresh, refreshing water? So, but no, like I said, let's always have fun and have a great rest of your day. All right.
Good morning, Cypress Village. This is Natalie, the Director of Environmental Services. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I just have one thing to talk about today is the plants that you're bringing in from having the pressure washer guy come. Please don't bring them in until you're notified that they're coming, because we've had a lot of people bring them in and then they're like, I can't water my plants and the guy's not here and whatnot. So please wait till they let you know that the guy is coming, and then we will help you if you need help. It's never a problem helping, because that's what we're here for. So I just wanted you to know that. And I have nothing else to say, so I hope you have a great day, and I will see you around the village.
All right, good morning, everybody. Happy Coffee Chat. Dave Green from the Maintenance Department, Transportation. A couple updates. First off, mulch is going in. I let y'all know a couple weeks ago it was either going to be the last week of May, first week of June. Sorry I wasn't here last week to give you all the update, but I didn't really find out until Friday night, and there was not enough time to announce it to everybody. So I do apologize for that, but good news is it's going in. I'm not getting any complaints. They're doing a really good job, and we'll keep going. It's going to probably take another week or so before they get finished the neighborhood, but they're going to get there. On landscaping, Sasha's doing a fantastic job. I'm getting great reviews from the neighborhoods. We're printing out your work orders and giving them to them. They're taking care of most of them during their maintenance days, and then Fridays normally, but when we have a holiday or rain day, they usually work Saturday. But that's the days they usually take care of a lot of the work orders. Now, irrigation, we have a new tech on property, and I've gotten good reviews out of him too. So he's going around house by house, and then he'll be giving me quotes to repair if needed or necessary. We've already done some sods and some replacements, but more are coming. Just give these guys, they've only been on the property for 27 days now, so give them a little bit of time. I think the property's looking fantastic. It's getting better by the day. Next up, door locks. We're doing well. There was, again, miscommunication. These guys that are installing them come in from South Carolina, so Mondays are their travel days. And this week was Memorial Day, so Tuesday was their travel day. So we apologize for that, but they're knocking out a lot of locks. They're thinking they're going to get through the neighborhood by Tuesday, Wednesday of next week. Once again, if you need extra keys, call security. We're not charging for people who have already bought keys. So if you had 4 keys to begin with, we're going to give you 4 keys back. So just get with security, and they have a record. They'll be able to get them for you, and everything will work out. We're going to finish Middleton Park completely, as well as Gordonia and Myrika, and then we'll be moving on to William Davis, and I believe that will all happen this week. And they're going to work on Saturday, so they should be done with Middleton Park and moving on to Silkpine sometime Saturday. So if you have any questions, give us a call. We really need everybody to get the new lock. We won't be able to do a service or security if we can't get in your house. Next up, pressure washing in the towers. So we had a big confusion, not sure what happened with this, and I apologize if it was my fault, but we started on the A building, then Harrison got injured. He's doing better now. He'll be back this coming Monday, and he will start off in the A building where he left off, and it will take him a good 2 weeks to do the A building before he even thinks about moving on to B and then C. So, I mean, honestly, this is a 6 to 8 week project total. I'm not sure how like the people in the C building were told to bring their furniture in and stuff like that. We got another month before we get there. We'll be giving updates, as we go. Good news is that, well, bad news if you haven't heard, Julia has left us. But good news is this week I found her replacement, and she will be starting as soon as possible, possibly as early as next week. It depends on background checks and drug tests and all the good stuff that we have to get through. But as soon as she's eligible, she will start training and we'll get her on board. Her name's Rachel. She's got a lot of customer service experience. I think it's going to be a really good fit for us. That's all I got. Have a great weekend. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. Bruce Whitman, your security manager. Just a couple of things to go over today. First, I just want to remind everybody, June 1st, Monday, is the first day of our AccuShield enforcement, 100% enforcement. We've gone through an educational period that went well. The directors and everybody in the staff has worked hard to ensure everybody understands what's needed to get signed in through AccuShield so they can have access into the building. Second of all, we are one step closer to our security vulnerability assessment. We expect to have something scheduled within a week or two. I'm waiting for some details, but that's going to be awesome. Everybody, leadership is excited, and I'm glad for those of you that are excited as well. It's going to be great information. It's going to be an awesome tool for us to figure out what we need, where we're lacking, and fill in those gaps so you and us, all of us, can feel safe. And that's it for today. Thank you very much.
Hello, Cypress Village. This is Laurel Mundell, your Director of Administrative Services. For starters, I just wanted to congratulate everyone who worked and put together the Memorial Day ceremony. The turnout was incredible. And so thank you very much to Roger Argalis as well as Dr. Bruce Whitman on his keynote speech there. And then all others, a color guard and everyone else who participated in making that such a success. So thank you all so much for that wonderful ceremony. Pictures are available on our Facebook page if you have not already seen those. While giving some honorable mentions, I also wanted to give Tom Vogel, or Hoagie, a little honorable mention as well. He has been standing in to observe in the main lobby what is going on with our AccuShield compliance. So if security or concierge don't snag him, Hoagie does. Very thankful for him and just for his feedback as well. It's been very good, and we've seen a lot of the unverified providers now following compliance. And as Bruce has mentioned, or will mention, that June 1st is going to be our hard cutoff for that. So thank you all to the teams, and especially Tom. As Dave has mentioned, for the house door lock project, we should be wrapping up Middleton Park Circle West this week, and then moving on to William Davis. After William Davis, we will then work with Silverberry Indigo Plant, so from the outside of the campus, and then we're going to come back into Silkvine, Goldcrest, and we'll close it out with Croton. So I'll keep sending those emails and the text messages. I try to do it at the end of the day so I have an accurate count of where the technicians left off. I do apologize for earlier in the week. We were not told that they weren't going to be here on Tuesday. So that was news to us, and we had to get a plan and action before we could communicate next steps. So I do apologize about that. We hope to wrap this up within the next 2 weeks or so, is what I see as being a realistic estimate. So Croton, you're not going to be this week. You'll likely be toward the end of next week. Google Review Contest. It is that time. Every year in the summertime, our management company, LCS, focuses on Google reviews, and they ask the communities to really just pull out all the stops during the months of June, and then into July 17th will be the closing day of the contest. So you'll see some of these sheets around. Concierge will have them on how to leave a Google review. So employees actually can't leave Google reviews, so it's up to you, residents. Residents, loved ones, family members, visitors, vendors, anyone who's come and visited our property, they are eligible to leave a Google review. You do not need to have a Gmail address, email, but you do need to have a valid email, and you can create a Google account with that valid email. Of course, 5-star reviews are our favorite. And then the more verbiage that you leave, the better it looks on our reputation score. So what we're doing in the contest is for every employee that is mentioned by name in a Google review, they will get an extra 20 extraordinary rewards points. Now, what do these points mean? These points over time add up, and they can actually be cashed out by the employee for either items like they can order things on there like off of Amazon, or they can actually cash them out for gift cards. So while we are a no tipping community, this is a great way for your compliments to turn into cash. So please leave those reviews, mention all of your favorite people's names, and departments are going to kind of go head to head over these next 7 weeks on who's going to come out on top with the most. If you're one of those, you're Switzerland, you just want to love on everybody, then just be sure to list all of the departments that you love, and they'll each get a mention and a point. But you do, in order for the individual to get their extraordinary points, you do have to mention them by name. You can't just say team maintenance. That's not going to be enough for them. Comcast. So we have a confirmed date for our skilled nursing facility to have their Comcast upgrade. It's going to be mid-June, and then that will be what takes us into the independent living, assisted living, and memory care areas of the community. So once I see how quickly they get through the skilled nursing facility, I'll be able to then communicate with the residents in the main building here on when your upgrade should be complete. Again, we're gonna just focus on the 75 or so residents who have put their names on that list. The rest of you either have an upgraded account, or if you don't care, don't know, don't wanna look at the serial number, don't worry. When you either transfer out of this unit or if you move out, we'll just take care of it. So I don't want anyone to fret. You yourself will have the same service that you've always had. We're literally just trying to upgrade the box equipment itself. That's all there is to it. And then I do want you to know that any cable equipment, period, cable equipment that is from Xfinity or Comcast, that is Cypress Village responsible equipment. So that equipment must stay in your unit upon transfer out of that unit. If you move out, or if you go to a higher level of care, that does need to remain in your apartment, or residents who move out will incur a missing equipment fee from Cypress Village. If it is your internet or a gateway, anything that's internet or phone related, that you can turn back to Comcast, but anything TV cable from Xfinity, that is ours. I know it's confusing. If you have any questions, as always, just feel free to let me know. Pictures and serial numbers of the equipment in question is always most helpful for me to be able to determine. And then lastly, I do have some unfortunate news about the community meeting video. I was working with Katie trying to recover the file, and honestly, the little card that we used to record in the camera, it was corrupted. And so Katie did the best she could, and we tried and we did all the troubleshooting, but unfortunately that file was corrupted, so we do not have a recording of this last week's community meeting. However, Katie's going to work with the Residents Advisory Council leadership, and we will have minutes that we will be able to load to the app. She'll email them out so that you'll have the topics and the items discussed. But you know, technology can be a great thing, but can also bite us in the butt. So I do apologize about that. Thank you all so much for everything, your patience, your coordination, your encouragement, your compliments. You are the reason why we love coming to work each day. So have a great day, and I will see you around the village.
All right, I'm back, and the first item I wanted to touch on was Memorial Day. I had read, heard, saw many pictures on the event. I just wanted to reach out and say thank you to the Veteran Committee. Thank you for Roger Argalis stepping in and assisting and making sure that everything went as it should. We had the color guard involved. We had our new security manager, Bruce Whitman, have a nice speech as well. I think overall the event went really well, and then it was capped off by a nice cookout between residents and staff. So I was really sorry to miss that, but everything that I saw looked great, and great job to everybody. So thank you on that. The next item was UNF Day. We had a big, great turnout yesterday. UNF and all of their faculty were here along with the new interim president, Angela Falconetti. She gave her time here, which was very gracious. I think she was here at least an hour and conversed with a lot of residents, saw some ex-faculty that she knew, Miss Ellie Schreier. That was really sweet. So overall, the event went really, really well. The one thing I was most impressed with was their commitment to the community, not our community, just our community, but the Jacksonville community as a whole, and how passionate and how proud they really are of the university. I feel that the people that we're working with, Dr. Periani, Dr. Zhao, Rob Haley, everybody that's engaged are really great human beings, and we're very fortunate to have them. Where I'm going with all of this is they have provided for this year, or this upcoming year, new education series specifically for our residents here at Cypress Village in July. That is basically going to be a UNF professor coming to our community and teaching a lecture series one time per month. We also touched on sports. They have a lot of basketball opportunities, baseball opportunities, golf, tennis. I believe they were the regional champions in tennis. So they have a lot of sports offerings, and really what they're looking for from us on that is just for us to come be part of those sports opportunities. So as these sports opportunities come up in the future, we're going to provide some transportation, but we are really going to need to engage with the university as they are trying to engage in us. We also talked a lot about the fine arts, music, concerts, MOCA, the symposium gala that's going to be at the end of the year in October, which we had last year, and just a lot more. They are willing to do just about anything we ask. So my ask to all of you, our residents as well as staff, is when there is an opportunity and it might not be something you typically do, try it out, see if you enjoy it. The other item I wanted to mention there, you heard a couple shout outs as resident connections. We have two residents here, Miss Linda Walton as well as Ellie Schreier, who are both faculty at UNF and both got shout outs yesterday. I think Katie and the president shouted out to Ellie as well. So that was really, really nice. And as you could see on the screen, if you were in there, the PowerPoint that was put together, we had a lot of resident connections here at Cypress over the years. So I just want to say, let's make this collaboration and this opportunity as great as it can be. It's really in our court at this point. So again, thank you all for turning out yesterday who were there. Next item is dining services. I know Tyler Ramos had covered it in depth, but I do want to say that I did have an opportunity to participate in the soft opening at the Lunch at Lakeside, which is going to be the new venue for our residents to explore and test out. Basically, the concept, as everybody knows, is a more light, healthy, fresh, Blue Zone, Mind, Mediterranean diet concept out on Lakeside and served to each of the residents. It is going to be a very healthy and light option. I saw many residents in there yesterday who were part of the soft opening. All the reviews were very good. So we have more soft openings today and tomorrow, and then next week we've got resident leadership in for the final week of soft openings, and then we will go live on June 8th. So a lot of excitement there, new venue that is really going to hit on a lot of areas that residents have been asking for a while, and we're hoping that we deliver a very satisfactory product to y'all. So enough on that. I'm going to switch gears to resident recognition this week. And, you know, we always reference the Garden Club and Carl Schaefer for all of the beautiful aesthetics and work that they've done around the community. But I did want to thank Carl for finding a beautiful place for those egret stork statuaries that are now part of the koi pond. They really, really make that area super special. And just a thank you to you, Carl, for that addition. Trivia, I really wish I had an update, but we don't. While I was out over the course of the last few weeks, I did see some really heavy competition, so I'm very curious to see who comes out on top, I think, tonight. So trivia winners, we're still looking for that, I think, 4-peat this year. So good luck tonight. I'll be looking for the winner's circle. And last but not least, I just wanted to let residents know the month of June and a little bit over the summer, a lot of my time gets stretched personally. So right now, my son's golf is going to really be very, very busy over the course of June especially, and then it's busy through half the month of July, tapers off in August. But I've only got 2 years left with my kids before they go to college, so I really don't want to miss many events. And these golf events are very special to me, as all of you know. I am happy to say after a year of slumping, my son is finally, as a sophomore in high school, coming out. He's had 3 good tournaments in a row. He had a 11th place out of the country, which was a good finish. He had a 3rd place, which was here in Florida at the LPGA in Daytona a couple weeks ago. And then we just got back from Dominican Republic for a big tournament, of which the goal was to reach top 5. On the final 2 holes, he went birdie to achieve 3 under for the day and achieve that top 5 finish, which gave him exemptions that are very important for him to play in bigger tournaments throughout the year. So congratulations to Max. I just wanted to give some residence updates because it's been quiet for a while, but I'm hoping he's going to be back in the winner's circle, and a lot of SEC colleges, including UNF, giving him some NIL money and some revenue share money. Just kidding, but that would be great. All right, and thank you for listening to all that. And now on to one of my favorite parts of Coffee Chat, and that is wishing our residents a happy birthday. And we are on May 29th, and we've got one of our lovely residents, and she is the sole birthday gal today. Her name is Jeanette Henshaw. Jeanette, I know they had a big party for you yesterday. Happy birthday to you today. We don't have anybody on the 30th, so we're going to shoot over to the 1st, and we've got a lot of birthdays in June. On the 1st, we've got Lois Mills. Lois, happy birthday. And June DeNegris, Marty Griffin, Jerry McDaniel, Sue Spidell, and Kate Pierce are all on the 1st. So that's not Saturday, that's Sunday. So if you see any of those residents, reach out, wish them a happy birthday. We got one of my buddies, Bill Holder, on the 2nd. We've got Mr. Dick Risch on the 2nd. That's it for the 2nd. Thought I had another one. On the 3rd, we've got a big birthday for Dr. Stephen Frank. He is going to be 93 on the 3rd. We also have Barbara Brown, Alice Bullock, and Anita Smith, all on the 3rd. Happy birthday to you, ladies. On the 4th, and I'm going to cap it off on the 4th, we've got another big birthday. You would never know this, I can tell you that. 93, Marie McMahon. Wow, happy birthday, Marie, on the 4th. Mary Gear on the 4th as well. Cynthia Teague on the 4th. So that is going to cap off the birthday wishes for this week. Residents, great to be back. Thank you all for tuning in today. Have a great rest of your day and weekend. God bless you all. Bye-bye.